Who would be the other crew?
We're gonna have to keep.
What if the ref is like belligerent towards you?
ChatGPT will be roughing this guy.
Oh,
Out of bounds?
That's a great blocking her legs, and she's like, on the like,
You're questioning what it means not
do you
only
speak
to
English?
talk about
And
the
we're like, no.
Let's dive in. That was a yellow card for a face check across the field.
Like, no, they're both.
It's like 95%.
Right, good morning. Welcome to game 2 of our second place versus third place game. We have Harvard versus RPI today. Harvard took the lead this morning with their victory in pretty comfortable fashion after a snitch catch by Toby Cheatham. Starting for Harvard, we have Bruce Lowenstone and Ocean Gal, Elisa C, and that is Kevin Hu at keeper. For beater, we have Jason Wang and oh, I'm having a hard time right now. That's Elisa Lee at beater for Harvard as well. Starting for RPI, we have Ben Fothrop, Aiden Whitaker, Justine Cross.
Sorry.
No, I thought I would understand, but then
And we're up.
yay!
Isabel McCall out chaser. Gonna make a hit on Lowenstone.
Oh yeah!
Lowenstone decides to just rip it from distance and makes it. Score is 10-0 Harvard. Starting off early with the goal. Jason Wang trying to make something happen in the beater game. Pretty deep. Leaving Elisa Lee alone to defend.
Hey, watch out for the hammers!
RPI decides not to push through the pace.
Hey, watch the legs!
Driver on small hoop! Hey, Jason, ball behind you.
Aiden Whitaker with a nice catch and finish behind the hoop, so we're going to have a stoppage and chat about it. Not really sure what we're talking about here. Seemed pretty clear cut to me.
No.
All right, the goal's called no good for some reason. The ball went directly through the middle of the hoop, and no beater came at the chaser. So I'm not really sure why that's no good.
Amish! No good? Oh, okay.
All right, so the quad ball will be live. So RPI is going to maintain possession and have another chance. So Isabel McCall here. Over to Fothrop. RPI down a chaser with cross beat out. Harvard happy to just sit in trees. One dodgeball leaning far behind to Whitaker. Not going to let that pass happen again. Fothrop to cross. Keeper not rotating. Ocean Gao comes up. Cross rips it and misses.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It's going to be keeper ball for Harvard.
If you need a do a fast break, fine. Go.
Harvard going to run here.
Nice, Jason!
They got a big advantage here. Fothrop doesn't even attempt to hit. Makes a business decision early in game 2 of an elimination game. That's a choice I wouldn't make.
Oh, I didn't even notice the
Going to come up with the ball here. Over to cross on the right. Pressured by Jason Wang. Ocean Gao now. Going to run. No defense again. Is Fothrop going to hit this time? Not really. Gao makes a bad pass over to Hu.
Got Bruce.
Oh, and again.
Who just scored?
Hu with another goal and Fothrop with another weak attempt at defense.
Drop a little bit.
Typically in elimination games, you actually do want to stop the other team from scoring. So, not really sure why we're avoiding contact on defense.
Hey, Bruce. Go back.
McCall going to take it down the right side now. Pressure makes a nice pass across behind the hoops. Lowenstone in the air. Nice move, and the shot is missed right into the hands of the keeper, who is beat. Good beat by RPI to stop that fast break there. And then another beat, risking a none, able to throw it back, and Harvard missing the shot down the other end, not able to take advantage of that.
That is a ref call. Their coach just stopped my player.
What?
So the head ref not really making any calls on clear. Kevin with another goal. That is his second of the game, making the score 3-0.
Unless you hear the head ref, just keep playing, okay? It's not your fault.
So RPI upset about ref call that didn't happen. Boundary call, but play continued. Nice block by Elisa C on an errant pass from Fawthrop. Elisa Lee with a nice beat. Fawthrop just dying with the ball right at mid-pitch, causing another fast break to happen when he had two open passes. And there's Kevin with his third goal of the game.
That's a hell of a start, Harvard.
Nathan, I totally thought you were clear, but it's okay.
Oh no, that's fourth.
Yeah, 335, number 22.
His fourth goal again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa, I'm way ahead.
He saw the same. You're like,
I was ahead of the score table. That's my fault.
It's the love of my life, and I stand by it.
I mean, it's the T. I'm in love with her, but also the contact from behind. Okay.
I'm getting ref feedback from Alex, who's watching the live.
Time check, Esther?
337.
So that's McCall with a yellow card for bad contact. That no penalty time because it's negated by the goal, but that is going to be one yellow to RPI, who's on a short roster. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Anybody gets in card trouble, it could be great for Harvard to just push the pace and run into contact, try and bait some fouls. Fawthrop going to take the wing this time, leaving Whitaker behind. Harvard with one dodgeball, leaving behind open, and Whitaker makes a nice cut on a great pass. The assist from Cross.
Maybe?
Jason running around in the beater play, makes a nice catch.
Yes, Nathan! Yes,
And that's going to be control, and it's a goal for Who.
Keep going!
That's 5 for Kevin Who.
We're at 6-1.
I'm sorry, that was Nathan. Nathan Oyang at beater making that great catch.
Nathan, just run back. Okay,
That catch won control for Harvard and distracted the RPI beaters enough to give Who a great lane into the middle.
I love watching Chris McCosker because he usually he does not put up with shit. In his
Alyssa, you can just Alyssa. Just stick your arm out, just like right there.
Down to a T. Laura knows no rules, but has kids.
So that dodgeball that Nathan caught, is going to be contested, but Elisa Lee is right there to clean it up. This should be control for Harvard,
Run back,
and it is.
Yes, good.
RPI not going to try and do anything in transition here.
Is 11 back?
Fawthrop takes his first sub of the game. He is the first RPI player to, or the first RPI chaser, I should say, to leave the game.
first game, I wasn't ready for it.
Could be on account of that previous turnover and having no effort on defense.
See behind!
Cross with a nice drive. Sticks Lowenstone to the hoop, opens up the shot. Whitaker beat, decides to play after. McCall. Cheatham gets by McCall. Free line to the goal. And that's how you play defense on a fast break, but it doesn't matter. Cheatham actually still able to dunk there. but now pushing the pace, trying to go through 3, takes a shot out of hand, or a face maybe, off the face of Ocean Gao.
Is that if you're playing Harvard, your cheer when you get a goal should be all great.
Oh, I see.
Perhaps a misguided fast break into 3 defenders there, and a misguided shot from behind the keeper's own line.
A little bit for a little bit is fine. If it's not going away, getting better at all, I'll just come back and play. I also have like eye for football.
So, off of the Harvard Chasers' face, it is going to be RPI inbound as Sammy Kudarauskas.
Let me know if
We're going to see if he can
Nathan, just go for like ball carry.
throw it all the way to cross, and he doesn't have the arm for it, so Elise is going to get there. McCall looked like she was going to go for a dangerous kick, gets bailed out by getting beat.
Amish, 5!
Lowenstone going to hit the shot. Oh, man. Wow. It doesn't matter how telegraphed that was because RPI just can't block that medium hoop right now. It has been wide open all day.
Oh no! We got tape.
Yeah, Whitaker's getting just trapped on the top hoop and not quick enough to get back over. At a certain point, you might think about changing your defensive scheme.
Oh no! Oh, ow.
It was still on the line when it hit the shed. Like, he threw it in front of the goal. It was still on the line to slam to the shed and broke his head.
Oh, great.
Fotham going to re-enter as a beater. See if
Hey, Nathan, you can drop here.
see if a little more chaos can shore things up for RPI. RPI's beaters are making pretty good decisions, just getting outclassed by the Harvard athleticism. But alas, Whitaker doing a little dance on Cheatham, takes a shot, and it gets by Elisa C. That's going to make it 80-20 in favor of Harvard.
It's just not good. Didn't happen.
Lowenstone up top, Cheatham running behind the hoops. Elisa C in that left wing where she is so dangerous. Nathan just cycling. Lowenstone rips another shot. Again, it's open. Well, that's got to be contact from behind, but it's not going to get called.
Hey, Nathan, take your sub now, David.
Unlucky rim bounce for Harvard there on a wide open hoop. But if they're going to leave it open, you got to take that every single time.
Victor off the hoops.
Fawthrop looking to duel with David Chen, who makes a nice tap beat. And then Fawthrop misses a throw by a mile, but it opens up a goal for Whitaker, which...
Peter, clear calls in a row. Great job.
So that beater chaos, even though it's going to create a fast break for Harvard, did get what should be called a goal for RPI. Although I'm not sure why you'd trade goals when you're down 6, but you know, you got to get them somehow.
They would want those leaders to be escapers, which is not the way they should be.
Chasers just go crazy beating. They're constantly doing stuff.
So let's see.
And by stuff, you mean running after balls.
Yep. So whether or not this goal is called good for RPI, Harvard is going to have a very easy fast break with the third dodgeball on the ground at the Harvard keeper line.
I know I'm not good at winning beater battles. So I tap chasers that come up a little too far, and I wait until I threaten the other beaters unless they turn around in that.
Let's see. After this long of a stoppage,
No good, okay.
Yeah.
the goal is called no good. Again, directly through the center of the hoop. No beater throwing at them. So it realistically should be 8-4 in favor of Harvard, but it's going to stay 8-2. It's going to be inbound Harvard here. Ball gets to Cheatham, and it should be an easy, fast break. The dodgeball still not even close to back, and Cheatham is going to run straight through untouched. Falls over. I've been there.
Like, in commentary courses, they tell you you're not supposed to comment on the ref calls.
Oh, that's all y'all are doing.
Yeah, I knew it was that either.
If I'm commentating, I'm gonna say, yeah, I think that was.
So after
or a little bit questionable.
after a no good goal straight through the middle of the hoop, it's going to be 90-20 in favor of Harvard on the missed throw from Fawthrop, leaving a fast break open. Fawthrop does hit one this time. It's going to stay control for Harvard, as that beat did nothing when his partner is gone. Whitaker just kind of dancing around C, fakes another shot, misses one by 1.5 feet. OGL, Owen Gwynn Landry with the ball, makes a move on the call. Now he's free. Sammy over to Cheatham, who misses it. Gets hit by Whitaker. Victor tackled, wrapped up.
No, it's not an official one.
We're going to get a call here. Not sure for what. Contact seemed legal to me.
Plastic part fell off, so it's just metal. And I was like, it's not that serious.
Oh. All right. Our head ref is forcing an injury stoppage for a player who is 100% okay and did not stay on the ground.
Okay, chill.
Okay.
Listen, we can stay.
You gotta chill with the ref.
That one I'm not sure about.
I'm just saying the rule book exists in a certain way, and when it's not applied correctly, people have things to say about it.
Get in the comments. Let us know what you think.
I mean, I don't know, Ryan, if you watch a lot of sports, but the commentators are constantly scrutinizing the referees. All right, this is McCall with the ball on the right wing.
Drop.
RPI into there.
No.
It's ours, right? Thank you. Yeah, okay, thank you. That's just not how they
Cheatham gets wrapped up. It's a good hit by Whitaker on the fast break to stop the goal.
It's okay, Kevin. It's okay.
Oh.
There's big player.
Esther, you're still good for next weekend, right?
I didn't react.
That's fair.
I respect that. Of course. Time check, Esther.
9.
Thank you.
Jinx. That's really cute for us.
So RPI into their massive depth with their 9th player. Sammy taking it down the right wing. Flipping behind, followed by the keeper Cheatham. Harvard getting free beats on chases with their dodgeball hanging out at mid-pitch. McCall now with the quad ball. Fawthrop taking a nice trades area, loses the trade straight up, but control goes to RPI somehow. Harvard focusing on the quad ball game, gets the turnover. Owen Gwynn Landry, OGL as the folks are calling him. Elisa C left wing. Fawthrop not scared now that they've decided to switch to trees after giving up a whole lot of shots. That's going to make C a lot less dangerous. And tree's going to work really well against this Harvard lineup with only one real powerful driver here. We're going to get a turnover for throw after beat by Ocean Gal.
I would have called that too.
It's so crazy to me how this was somehow a bigger planning disaster than next week.
So quad ball to RPI, and RPI maintaining control through that defense.
Next week, I am planning dinner
I have no worries. No, I have no worries.
Okay, cool.
I know. It's kind of
Give Ocean all the minutes.
I'm gonna give Victor.
10 minutes!
Is Emerson good on
Elisa Dean, stop, okay?
So since Fawthrop has come into the game at beater, RPI has had control more often, but the score has only gotten worse. So we'll see what they decide to do for the rest of the game.
I love her.
Let's go,
McCall back to Whitaker. Pressured by Cheatham. Spin move out of it. Oh, that's neck contact through the top hoop.
Hey, David gets that ball back, right?
So this should be a goal for RPI and a card on the Harvard keeper.
Toby, you're up.
Card on Harvard, I'm assuming.
Toby, you're up, bro.
Wait, Amish, slow down. What was the card?
Toby, you keep free.
Contact, like high contact.
Thank you.
Neck contact. Yeah, so Cheatham going to be able to keep his keeper headband
That
as
was
a goal.
Yeah, so it's
But the Cheatham's going to be off broom. Quad ball is going to be dead until he touches it there. Tag in. And that. All right.
Nice, David. Good job, David.
Tony, you're moving behind.
And David Chen wins control back for Harvard. Yes.
the nice thing about RPI kind of
Vic, a little tighter, yeah.
really fun to hear how
Nice, David. Nice.
Hawthorne beat by
Attack
Chen.
that! Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Good shot by
Lady, cheat
Cheatham.
up!
Cross body, cross the hoops. Score is now 10-3.
All right, stay where you are, Lucy. You want to switch? That's fine.
We said Sunday originally because of their. For some reason.
Ooh, nice catch.
Yeah, hey, let this open. Yeah. Hey,
So this should be. Yeah, this is going to be another fast break from Harvard after another deep beater throw from Fawthorpe. Just throwing their dodgeballs deep into the Harvard zone and giving up goals on the other end. Able to throw one back, but it's not going to be in time. Great pass from Victor over to Cheatham for the easy lay.
12 minutes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who just scored? Why are they so slow?
I don't know.
Who just scored?
That was Toby Cheatham with the goal.
Thank you.
On the assist from, I think
give me a
Victor. Number? I don't know. Well, they're wearing a different jersey than the one that's actually theirs, so I don't know.
Great job watching, Rush Shadows. Woo!
Yeah.
Time check, Esther.
12:25.
RPI moving around the outside here. Not really sure how to penetrate this Harvard defense. With two dodgeballs behind, McCall takes a shot. Broken. Oh, the pass actually is broken up by Cheatham. Stripped, and it goes back to RPI. Whitaker with a nice cut and not going to find it. Beat and dies by Jason Wang. Toby Cheatham gonna run again down this left sideline. RPI beater's not going to get back, make two weak attempts at beats, and Cheatham again untouched to the goal.
That's 4 in a row for 4.
Woo!
I missed her.
We don't need advertising.
We're advertising deals that don't exist.
Hey, we're dragging.
So Harvard has all three dodgeballs right now. They're going to elect to only pick one of them up and have it free. We're going to see what this chaser who's beating decides to do about this. And the answer seems to be nothing at all. Just going to get beat and die. All right, so now Harvard going to pick up. Yup, Fawthorpe gets beat. And now they pick up a nice chaser stop from Gwent Landry and Cheatham. Harvard still with all three dodgeballs. Cheatham going to run. Has to just get by Whitaker now. Takes it all the way around. Nope. Gwent Landry electing to play slower. RPI with no dodgeballs for another 5 seconds if Harvard decides to move towards the goal. And RPI gets one dodgeball back. Harvard throws it away. And that's going to go out of bounds.
This is your last pass.
It is, and also this is an uneven surface. I don't blame.
Hey, bring it in, Harvard.
All right, RPI with a timeout.
Did you have your hand?
This could be just a rest timeout for RPI. It could be to figure out why they're getting fast breaks against them on pretty much every possession. And the answer is don't throw your dodgeballs that deep against David Chen. It's just not the move.
Be assertive. I trust your judgment.
So our score is 12-3. Looks like Harvard's going to run away with this one. Yeah, RPI just needs to make some adjustments. You know, they switched to trees after letting in a few shots, which is great. We'll see if it was too little, too late. Need to make some offensive adjustments as well and move the ball a little more through their chasers, keep their beaters a little safer after all these transition goals from Harvard.
Much better, but we'll see. Oh, great job, being ref! Yeah!
Coffee is precious.
It's diluted, but it can still be coffee.
Is it diluted with water?
The ice has uniced.
Yes.
And probably like a little bit of God, I wish ice on iced.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, comment section. Let's hear it. Apologize.
Do you have 14, 13?
14, 15.
I mean, like, if we're just, I can just like, my parents are going to be.
That's okay.
Amish!
Yeah, I'll be fun.
Amish! That's a minute!
It's been like 2 minutes. I just figured.
Yeah. A little gentleman.
I appreciate that he stops the game every time he's sure about something, but that does work.
14, 15.
So with about 5 minutes left to play, 6 minutes in this first half here, we're going to see if RPI can pull a little closer, maybe pull into snitch catch range. So they can make this into a game, right? I mean, Harvard's just having fun out there. We saw it between the legs beat during a panda situation. For those of you that aren't familiar with the term, it's when you have all three dodgeballs and you elect to only pick up one so that the other team cannot claim immunity. And it just allows you to beat whoever you want for free. It's difficult to get out of without forcing a team into a longer throw or getting an unlucky bounce. I mean, and we're just seeing Harvard kind of doing whatever they want out there. So RPI gonna need to toughen up a little bit on defense, make some offensive adjustments if they want a chance to get back in this game.
Yeah, that is like
If I'm RPI, I want to get to, at least within like 6 in the next few minutes here. Because if you're within 6, you catch the snitch. Now it's a close game. They're currently down 9, so let's see if they can go on a little run. Whitaker taking the ball down the left side here. RPI in a really oddly shaped trapezoid, close together. Whitaker just going to get beat.
Yeah, let's go.
Kevin Hu.
You got on if you need him.
Jason Wang doing whatever he wants in the beater game. Hu practically untouched to the center hoop. And that's exactly what we've been seeing this whole game and what you would hope that RPI came out of the timeout adjusting to. So RPI takes a timeout, doesn't adjust, and Kevin Hu just continuing the story for Harvard. Jason Wang making that nice beat, causing a little chaos up there. And that's really just been the story of the whole game. And RPI does have control, but they're giving up goals. I mean, the point of having control is to give your team an advantage and stop goals with it, create goals with it. And they haven't been able to do either when they've had it.
Victor, make sure you talk to Owen if you got the score.
Too hot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Hey, we can slow down.
Nice stop from Harvard there. And Jason Wang creating control. No, can't get control, but still clear. Now he's beat. And while I was focused on the beater game, we had a little bit of something happening here in the chasers. I think Whitaker came away with the quad ball and then got immediately stopped. So after all that effort from Wang, Harvard still with one dodgeball.
Hey, wait, not do a handoff overlap. I'm proud of you two.
RPI leaning way behind the hoops to, I believe that's Lucy Duncan back there. So leaving the front open for Gwen Landry and who?
Yeah, Kevin Owen switch.
Owen taking the top here. Looking on cross. Victor with a nice tap back. OGL. Oh, errant pass. Over to who? Misses. Who's still maintaining possession? Now Victor with a one-on-one. Bang! Victor scores through the small hoop.
Oh, dang!
Oh, and Dean sub, Ocean.
Okay,
Vic, Dean sub, Elisa.
So RPI coming out of the timeout, giving up 2 straight goals and getting none of their own.
Karate chop his bicep.
Make sure.
Not what you want to see to get back in the game. This is looking more and more like a 2-game series. So Harvard.
Yeah, it also like.
Ooh, that's going to be dislodgement. Yeah. So Harvard with their beaters pretty split there. They do still have control, but they gave up a good look at a goal, and the Harvard chaser knocked the hoop over. So it's going to be ball to RPI. Harvard's going to be on the penalty kill now.
I believe
RPI should be able to just take this in. Sammy should be able to just take this to one of those 3 hoops and shove it through. Kevin's going to have to pick one. Or maybe go try and make the hit, but then I think you just shoot, right? Oh, man. Two disappointing misses there. First, the beater that I don't think any of us saw, and then missed shot after the clear call.
No, I was just updating the board.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Lucy, which card did you get?
Yellow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anything with a tap beat on cross, open up Elisa. Keeper slides over. Now you go. Oh, okay. Back to who a little late. So takes the shot. Open again. RPI switch back to a 2-2, and the shot's missed. Another shot from Ocean, blocked by Whitaker. Shooting at the contested hoop. So that's a stop for RPI. Although I might call it a turnover for Harvard.
Kevin Dean sub.
6, 5, 3, 2, 1. You're good.
Sorry, can I get time?
18:30.
Soleil Vasquez, no pressure. Goes to Sammy. Nice beat. And that's what you want to see if you're RPI. You want to see, look, they got one dodgeball back. They used it to create a goal. And you know what? They lost control of that, but I'm okay because they got a goal and they stopped the transition.
Elisa, you're gonna play middle top. Wait for Vic.
That's the way that they're going to be able to get back in this game.
19, you said?
19.
What time was that last goal?
18:40.
Missed shot from C. It was open, so you can't complain about that.
88.
88. Good for Ocean. Elisa drop.
Ball back over to Vasquez in the middle. Pressure from C, forcing it out of Sammy's hands. Over to Whitaker. So that was Becca Itty with the great hammer tap to open up the goal for Sammy Coot.
19:30.
Yeah, Vic.
Whitaker using the size advantage there, not even bothered. And then, with the size advantage, decides to shoot it from, 20 feet out. Sammy able to come up with a quad ball as I'm following the transition meters. Oh, that's a kick after. It's not going to affect play.
20!
Kev, just go back in.
We should be at 20. Yeah, they just picked it up after 20. That should.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, but critically.
Right, what's with the rest?
Oh, true. You know what? So
Yeah, you're correct.
So Harvard making a couple of subs here, trying to get a goal on this last possession.
Space, Kev.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah!
Kevin Hu goes aerial, comes back down, and then scores it. So that's going to be yet another goal for Harvard.
Ariel like the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, That's exactly what I meant. So that's going to make the score 15-4 in favor of Harvard. Seems like this is going to be out of range for RPI, especially with the nature of snitch on pitch and the way that Harvard has been eating them alive in transition here all day. So if RPI doesn't have an answer for these fast breaks with their chasers defense, it's gonna be a quick and easy one. You know, we could easily see just a quick 21-6 final score. I'm calling it now. Our flag runner for Game 2 is again Logan Packard.
Thank you.
Logan was caught in the last game by
You have like 5 seconds left.
Toby Cheatham.
I had to, for the next series I hadn't made draft games, and so I just drafted them for you Harvard versus you.
4 kills on 3! 1, 2, 3, 4 kills!
No. Yeah, apparently.
Time to go
So apparently they can only do that on the club on one side, and they're like, well, since you're reaching out to us on Thursday, we do everything on Wednesday. We can't do that.
Alright, okay.
Okay, that's
Sure. I thought that was something with
So in Game 1 we saw
I just have them as
saw Harvard start with Lily Feldman at seeker. We're going to go to Cheatham here after the success in Game 1, catching Packard, see if they can get a quick one here and finish this game early, get and prepare for their potential matchup against BU.
It's gonna be really fun.
RPI is going to have Soleil Vasquez start at seeker.
9! 8!
And that's going to be a false start from the referee here, with the seekers not ready in the box yet. Harvard coach on the field. Harvard making a beater substitution. Not really sure what that was about or why it was allowed.
9,
But
8,
here we are.
7,
Faulkner back in the chaser game for the
5,
first time since the 5-minute mark of the game.
2, 1, seekers release.
Picking up a stick or something. Great reason to pause. So our seekers are released. RPI creating a good bubble for Vasquez. And then just ignores Cheatham. So Fawthrop missed shot. Fawthrop is shooting 52% on the season, and he has the second highest shot volume in all of MQC. So that's interesting. Typically, if you're a high volume shooter, you want to also be a high percentage shooter.
Big range.
I'm ripping everybody.
Thank you, Nathan. Free time, Toby. Free time.
Okay.
Hey, Toby,
So now Harvard going to get some time with the snitch. Cheatham making his
Alyssa,
moves.
can you tap?
Kevin
Alyssa,
Hu with
tap.
a nice goal.
Hey, keep going for it, Toby.
Just not a lot of defensive intensity from RPI in a time where they really need to be stopping goals. And still tons of time for Cheatham here. You could see a catch shortly. Seeker going to be beat, but that's going to create a press for Harvard. It's almost like they let that happen on purpose. Yep, and RPI actually doing a great job moving the ball around. But a nice beat. Finally, good wrap by Ocean, good clear up by Elisa Lee. And now Kevin Hu, absolutely free. Just has, going to go through cross, and then it's going to have great pass to Elisa. Can't finish. Over to Lucy. Lucy does it. Oh. So Cheatham, instead of catching the flag, catches the shirt, which is now massively ripped. Our snitch ref is trying to fix it as Fawthrop goes, and there's one. You know, 52%, you'll get 1 in every 2, and that's 1 for 2 for Fawthrop on the day.
Nathan, you need one?
Goal by RPI. I didn't Ben 64.
Oh, no! Nathan!
Wait. Nathan, can we get a score check?
Yeah, one more.
What do you have?
So the score is 17-5. Oh. Nathan's going to get a card for missing equipment here. No mouth guard.
Got rushed 7 times. It's okay.
So after that late sub at the beginning of our snitch on pitch period, we missed some equipment. And that's gonna be that's gonna be a card. So that's gonna be control to RPI and a power play.
Lucy, come here. Lucy, come here.
So we're gonna see what they do with it here. RPI has not been able to give their seekers a chance, and they're subbing in Sammy now. Take a little bit of a better shot at it. Cheatham on the ground. Packard's biggest strength is his strength. Those strong arms. Elisa, pressured by Whitaker and Cross, double team. That's a decision.
30 seconds on the penalty.
Elisa.
It helps if the math guard stays in your mouth.
Whitaker with the steal. Ball to Fawthrop. Cheatham has had all the time in the world. He must be tired. He has a catch! Cheatham with the catch! I didn't see any reason to call that off. I don't think any of you did either because the camera I don't think was on the snitch. But that's okay. So that was a great catch by Cheatham. And that is going to make our score 20-5.
You have keys, Toby.
All right. I said 21-6.
Yeah, I saw you're working.
So I'm rooting for an RPI goal here and then a Harvard fast break, which has been just the whole story of the game. All right. So McCall taking the dodgeball in, makes a throw. All the dodgeballs are on the ground. That's an RPI goal. We could see 21-6. We could see it. This is going to be the most exciting part of the game right now, is if I predicted the final score accurately. So RPI now with control and 6 goals. Harvard 1 to go. Kevin, who OGL back in the game, who right through, missed the shot. Oh,
Nice
Harvard.
try, Kevin, nice try.
Harvard, I'm going to need you to get a stop here. I really need a Harvard stop here.
How much money do you have?
21-6.
What's the back? What's the back?
Might sign an NDA.
Enemy wants to see an RPI. The TD in me wants to see it.
Yeah, Nathan!
McCall with a missed beat. Whitaker. Oh, Whitaker puts it through, and that's the most devastating moment of the day for me so far.
Be
Have
nice.
it's none. Have it's none.
Nathan, see yellow, see
So
yellow!
now it's 20-7.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
and Nathan
Zach, be loud.
gives up control. Slips on the mud. Whitaker almost had the steal. Who to Gwen Landry, and that's the game. Kevin, who with a little shrug there. Yeah, I mean, that's all you can do is shrug when you're up by, 14. All right, and that is our game. So Harvard will face off against BU in the MQC D1 finals shortly. Stay tuned.